Welcome everybody to the stream. Peter is already rolling to see how dismal his luck will be. Uh, Once again, we are carrying on our lovely little adventure with the ghosts of Saltmarsh and in the world of Greyhawk. When last we saw our heroes, they had traveled to the lair of the lizardfolk and had managed to obtain a meeting with the queen, Othokent, and they actually managed to acquit themselves fairly well. They also became aware that the creatures that had attacked them on their way to the lair, namely the Sahagin, were a threat to the entire region apparently, as the lizard folk were organizing an alliance of various races to resist them. Then, what else happened, guys? Help me out here. My brain is. You guys. Oh yes, you guys were or should I say, you also became aware, at least Beirut and um, Cyan became more closely aware of the Coalinth, the goblinoid folk of the sea, or the sea goblins, as they're more commonly referred to, who were not too pleased to see, uh, you know, landwalkers running around with the lizard folk. But you do remember, I take it, that you agreed to help the lizard folk lair, or the tribe, out by hunting something they called the Devourer, a
Yep.
creature that had waylaid some of their tribe's members and done a great deal of damage, killing a few of them some time ago. And they would like you to prove your worth. Um, so if I can say, to prove your worth, whether or not you will be able to truly benefit them in this alliance, by killing this creature, also known as Thousand Teeth. And yeah, you set off with a basket full of
We must
fish.
remember to count the teeth.
That could take a while, maybe. Um, but
We'll leave that to you, big guy.
what I would like to do is just very briefly just mention that we are using Fantasy Grounds Unity. I'm just going to cut over to that now. And we are also, our great sounds that you can hear in the background are provided by Sirenscape, because Epic Games need epic sound. Definitely helps with the immersion. I'm going to very briefly introduce the characters again. We have the Tiefling Sorcerer, played by Alan, who is playing as Xerxes. We have Mickey playing as the Tabaxi, called Siren, the Tabaxi Bard. We have Cyan, the faithful and devoted cleric of Osbrum, played by Byron. We have Peter playing Carolus, the dwarven monk master. We have Carcarius, played by Richard, the, I assume, fairly noble cleric of Procan, the sea god. And lastly, Beirut, the warrior Furbolg, the
Protector.
protector. So, you guys had set off. You had been traveling for a short while. It's a bit of a trek to get to where you're going. You were being led by a smaller than normal, no, smaller than average lizard folk by the name of Koj. And he warned you to be very careful and to walk where he walks. You can see, as you're getting a bit further into this swampland, the ground is soggy. There are pools all around you. There's this incessant chatter from frogs and bugs and things in the air. You can
Oh, is
also
that not just Diane talking?
not this time. And I would like you guys, at least 3 of you guys, to roll me d12s again, please. That's a 1. That's a 2.
Actually, it's a 7, but
Yeah, sorry. It is a 9 for the first one, a 7 for the second one. And one more, s'il vous plaît. Come on, Mickey, you know you want to.
No, I don't.
And a 3 for the final.
At least we're going backwards, it seems.
It's the final countdown. I am not humming that song. Alright. Thanks so much. You're gonna get us banned from Twitch or something. Alright.
As long as you stay under a bar, we're fine.
So
cover.
as you're traveling, are you taking any other special precautions, or what is your traveling order? Obviously, Koj is up front carrying the basket of fish with, I think, Cyan.
Yeah,
Trying to get the silly
We'll
thing in
follow
front of me.
behind them.
I agree, but wait, why am I in front?
Because you're carrying the
You're
basket
carrying the
and, that.
fish.
Oh, right, okay.
And the lizard guy's leading us where to go, so you kind of need to be in front.
All right. As we're walking, I'm just chatting to him about Osprey, just how great she is.
Okay. He's
Cool.
pretty much focused on the task at hand, but he'll listen to your nattering. So we've
Cool.
got Cyan up front with Koj. We've got Beirut coming up next. Who's behind Beirut? Any takers?
I'll be near the back, just
I'll
keeping
be
an eye.
bluish, or maybe me.
All right.
Yeah.
Carolus and Xerxes.
Then I'll be behind Siren.
I want to be in the air with Bums.
Oh yes, you were still flying up in the air. That is quite correct.
Yes, I'd like to be flying up overhead.
Isn't it raining?
There was a slight drizzle,
Okay.
but after an hour or two, the temperature around you, where it was quite cool near the coast, as you're tracking further and further into this marshland, it starts becoming a bit more muggy. There's also seems to be like a curling mist that's hanging close to the ground. And as you are traveling through this mucky landscape, I need you guys to make me some survival checks, please.
Aw.
If you are trained in survival, you can have advantage on this check.
Oh, goddammit, I was almost at 20.
Nope. I'm too paranoid. Like I'm staring deeply into the trees because I've sort of that weird horseman from the woods up north still in the back of my mind about walking in creepy places. I'm like watching out for people.
Alright, actually Xerxes, because you're flying, this will not apply to you. Aren't you lucky?
Okay, thank you.
So, as you're busy traveling, there's a stretch of ground before you that Kosh is very cautious of, and he sort of leads you around it, and he says, "Take care." And you see he's knocking the butt of the spear down, and he's testing the ground. And as he's walking, you are very conscious of the fact you're trying to keep in his footsteps. Cyan, your role, you're right behind Koj, so it's pretty easy for you to follow. The rest of you guys as well, Beirut, Siren, Carolus, you're not having any issues keeping to the track. But Carcarius, as you are busy walking, all of a sudden, the ground beneath your left foot gives way, and you find yourself tumbling into what appeared to be solid ground, covered by leaf and grass. But you quickly find yourself in some sort of bog pit.
Lovely.
At least there aren't spears.
Guys, some help?
How deep is this hole?
You are now considered restrained. You do, however, take falling damage. 6 points of falling damage.
Ouch.
I will take the rope.
I'm just gonna have Bums laugh at him in his own mind.
Just gonna glare up. I'm not even gonna glare at Bubs. I'm just gonna glare at Xerxes, knowing full well.
I'm gonna grab the rope from my backpack and throw it over to him so that he can grab hold.
Alright. So,
Thank you.
I would like you to make me a strength check with advantage.
Who, me?
Strength saving throw. Yeah, you.
Okay.
Sorry. Richard.
Just before I do, I'm gonna make a prayer for guidance to Procan.
Go for it.
So,
And under your breath, you're like muttering, Procran.
yeah,
Give me strength, so to speak.
pretty much.
Okay, so
Wait, does guidance work on a saving throw? Is it saving throw or check?
I don't know, Mr. Cleric Man. Why don't you share the text with me and we can see?
Well, that's what I'm trying to look at, but this thing isn't giving me the proper text. Oh, there. Touch one living creature, add the number roll to ability check of its choice.
I can
So
inspire
just
you
to
to find
just
it.
to an ability check.
Yeah.
If you'd like to use
So-
an inspiration point, I'll allow it.
I didn't even know I had. But no, it's just. But is it? Am I doing just straight roll or save?
No. I mean for not
Me.
DM inspiration, for bardic inspiration.
Yeah, yeah. I could just like be there, looking down, and he's like, "You can do it. Come on."
So make a strength saving throw,
Okay.
just to see if you can pull yourself out. Okay, you handily do it. You don't even need that bardic.
He'll have it for a
Inspiration.
while, so it's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, for the next 10 minutes, I think it is. So
Cool.
you manage to, with Beiru's help, claw your way out of this muck and mud and stuff. There's still some leaves and mud, clinging to your weapons and armor as you get back onto solid ground. And you see Kosh just standing there, and he says, "Told you, walk where I walk."
I did. My feet are just bigger than yours.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll slap Carcarius in the back and I'll say, "Be careful, Propane. Be careful."
Thanks, big guy. I take it with a slap on the back from him. I almost fall down again.
Nah, I assume it's not that hard, or are you trying to do it hard, Beiru?
Nah, just to try and knock off all the leaves and shit on him.
So, you start back up again, Koj leading the way.
I've now
Hours
got
pass.
my trident out, and I'm using it as a pathfinder.
Alright, awesome. So, you make your way northward for another couple of hours. And Koj leans down for a second, and he puts his hand to the ground, then lifts it and sniffs it. He makes a great show of sniffing this muddy hand of his, and he puts it down and wipes it off on his leg, and stands up again, and he turns around to you and he says, "Do you smell?" And I'd like you to make perception checks for me, please.
I feel offended. Just kidding.
That all of us. Hey, Gordon.
Yo, what's up?
Perception for everyone.
Yeah, for everyone, including you up in the sky.
And this is on smell, not on sight, right?
This is on smell, yes. Damn. This time your roll is pretty damn good, as is Carcarius. And Bims also smells this, as
I
he
don't
does
smell a
cyan.
thing.
Same.
Siren and Carolus and Beirut, you do not smell a thing. But the rest of you can catch a whiff of decay, of like death. Just reaching you. It's not like overpowering or anything. It's not like you're standing next to a corpse, but there's definitely, in combination with this fetid, humid air that you are surrounded with, it's definitely not pleasant. What would you like to do?
So I'm gonna ask. There's a guy like. Is this? Are we close to the lair? Is that why we smell this, or is this something else?
And you see Koj blinks a couple of times as he ponders, and he looks, to his left and to his right, and you can almost see the gears working in that lizard mind of his, and he says, "No, we are many footfalls away. We must choose now, perhaps. We can carry on through the swamp, or we can go for easier walk along riverbank."
Personally, I'm for the
Faster.
easier one.
Well, if there's going to be a crocodile, it'll be in the river.
He
It's
says,
Makes
"The
sense.
Devourer, his home, we suspect, is near the river."
Yes,
So what are we
river.
doing in the swamp?
He patrols, and he makes a motion with his arms, and like he spreads them out wide.
Mm-hmm. Yes, okay.
We're actually looking for onions.
I whisper to the rest of the party, I don't think our guide has any idea where we're going.
I will back that up with clapping you behind the head.
Well, then you lead the way.
No, you, Captain.
I'm still
told
wondering
him,
what the hell
want
is
to
that
go
smell?
fast.
All you can tell about that smell, it smells like death. It smells like rot. It smells like something
And
dead.
it's obviously overpowering the smell of fish from the front of the marching order.
Okay, so something dead in the swamp. Right.
Yep.
Okay.
So Kosh
Sounds
says,
normal.
"We go river."
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I vote for river.
So he starts making off in a more of an east-northeast direction at this point. And as time goes by, you see there's a lonely-looking tree off to the side that has some sort of wasp nest that is huge, hanging from its branches.
Don't touch
Okay.
it.
I avoid the wasps.
Yeah.
So you just
How close are we
past.
walking? How close are we to it?
This is maybe about 30 feet away.
No.
Yeah. No sudden movements towards the giant wasp nest.
Does the guide notice the wasp nest?
He does, and you'll see that he's actually trying to pull you away from it. He's trying to skirt it as much as possible, but it is complicated because you find yourselves in a area where you can see he's putting in his spear, and it's actually sinking into the ground the whole time. And then he tries to stick it out a bit further, and he says, "We must jump."
Great idea.
Soft ground, and he pokes it into the ground in front of him, and then he like lunges out at an angle, and you can see the butt of the spear does sink a little bit, but it's a bit more solid. It's not very far. It's a minor little leap.
Okay.
But I would also, for everybody except for Xerxes, who is still flying, please give me a dexterity saving throw as you attempt to jump this little soft spot.
A dex save.
Dex save.
Oh boy.
Damn
I
it.
think I'll use that. Wait, that bardic inspiration would have worn off by now.
Probably.
Been a couple of hours.
Thank goodness for +5.
Yeah, I'm also saying that.
Wait, do I have inspiration? No. How do I tell?
If you
No.
had DM inspiration, you would have a little marker on your character sheet. But I don't think
my
any of you
character
guys have
No.
Okay.
DM inspiration at this point. I've been very stingy with it this campaign. You have yet to impress me. So
I vote for you forgot.
you know me too well. So Cyan and Siren, unfortunately you failed the DC of 12. Corollas and Carcarius just barely scraped over the line, but you two stumbled a little bit as you jump over and get to the other side. Cyan, I will say that you can perhaps be saved by the fact that you are holding onto this basket with Koj, and I'm actually going to roll a strength save for him. Holy
God.
shit.
All the fish goes flying.
That was a natural one.
Aw.
The fish go flying, Koj goes flying, Cyan is flying. That you find yourselves all in about 5 feet of water. And the insects are just buzzing around you.
That's okay.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'll immediately take because I've got the trident in hand. I'll stick out the butt of the trident and hold until someone can grab it. I can help pull them out.
Alright.
I immediately grab it.
Is it going to be hard to climb?
Yeah.
I'll throw a rope.
I'll mage hand some help.
I was just about to say I'll throw a rope as well towards.
Because I can
not
climb.
sure. Probably red.
You'll mage hand the fish.
I was going to say, what exactly are you mage handing? Because
Grabbing
I'm
one
imagining your mage handing like cupping somebody's butt, giving them a gentle
Reassuring.
nudge.
Yeah.
Or like that beckoning symbol with the finger curling inwards.
Yeah. But yeah, it doesn't take too much effort. You are a little bit soaked,
Oh.
and yeah, you feel. I mean, the air around you is still pretty warm and humid, so you don't feel like it's not uncomfortable as such. But as you start traipsing forward again, without your fish now, who have all this pretty much escaped. I'll tell you what. Let me think about this for a second. Were
the fish alive?
The fish were still alive in that basket.
Ah, jeez. That's impressive.
So, let us say, for anybody who wants to attempt it, if you have something, I don't know what, like let's say a cloak or something that you can improvise into making some sort of net or something to or like you with your trident, for example. Or if any of you have spears or anything, you are welcome to attempt to recapture some fish.
I'll try skewer if you.
I know touch fish.
Okay, so make me an attack roll with your trident.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I got a blanket I'd like to throw. You know, like how you cast a net out onto a river. I'd like to throw my blanket out, holding the corners, and try
and see if you can try your luck. Okay, so give me a dexterity, just a straight dexterity roll.
Straight dexterity.
You are not proficient with blankets, so you can't get your proficiency.
Oh no.
So you cast your blanket out, and unfortunately you don't get anything. Roll damage for me, please, Richard. Let's see how many fish you grab on your long tines. Oh, well, that's not bad. I'll say that you get 3 fish.
Cool.
Can
One
I
per time.
can I try and skewer a fish with my quarterstaff?
Seriously.
You skewer it with your quarterstaff.
Yeah.
The quarterstaff is quite thick, eh? It's not like a spear or anything.
Oh well, hit one that and then gets it towards me.
But I'll allow you to try some monk shit.
Okay.
So make an attack with your quarterstaff.
Let's see.
Wow, that dice did some
Oh,
weird shit there. Yeah, you rolled exactly the same as Richard, an 18. So roll damage.
I've got a grappling hook we can try use as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and
I have claws.
to
All right.
Yeah. But you want to get back into the mud to try and catch the fish?
No.
Not
I could have,
particularly.
grabbed them as they've fallen with me.
So as you're busy impaling these fish on your trident, and you see Cyan is casting his blanket into the water and just getting a soggy blanket for his efforts. You see Carolus is watching the water, and in the next moment, it's like he's playing golf. He takes this quarterstaff and he just swings it through the water, but he manages to knock 4 fish onto the
shore.
solid ground.
Nice.
So you
guess
have a grand total of 7 fish for your very large basket.
Okay, seeing all of this commotion, I'll fly down. I've got 2 cloaks, so whatever cloak I'm not wearing now, I'll try and sort of put it underneath the is it like mud?
This is like muddy water.
So I'll try and run it underneath.
See if
some
you
of the
can find anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so do the same thing for me. Make a dexterity.
Fly by saying netting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you making that dexterity roll? Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. That's good enough. Let's see. Most of the fish would have dispersed by now. Roll me a d4. Okay, you catch another 2 fish.
Are there any fish left in the water?
It's difficult to tell. Make me a perception check with disadvantage.
Can I cast light? Over the water to see if there's any fish, see if it's yeah. I cast light.
Sure, and then you can make it
Cast
as a
light.
straight roll.
Okay. Wait, what is this perception?
Perception.
Yeah, okay, I cast light.
Is it a good idea to announce our presence
yeah.
like that?
So,
they'll be fine.
as you cast light
too late.
on a blade of grass or something, close to the water's edge, it does shed enough illumination down into this water that you can see that most of the fish have left the immediate area. They have found little streamlets, if you will, that are concealed by this brush and grass and stuff running through these marshlands, and they have, most of them have escaped. I'll say that you can perhaps get one more try, all of you guys who want to, of trying to catch them with your improvised nets and trident and quarterstaff and whatever else.
When I see that last fish, I yell out, "Osprey, give us your bounty!" and I cast Word of Radiance on the fish.
Oh shit, okay.
Boil the water.
Okay,
God.
roll me a d4, Xerxes. Can you copy that spell into the chat for me, please, Byron?
Yeah.
Because I know it has an area of effect, 5 feet range, but I think it's centered on you. You're up
it would
from
be on me.
you. So each creature... Must succeed on a Constitution. Well, I'm saying that each one of these fish only has like 1 hit point. So
Yeah, cool.
How am I going to adjudicate this? Because they need to make a Constitution saving throw. So what I'll do is I'll make 3 Constitution saving throws for a fish. That is a 2, a 3, and an 18. So I'll say 2 of them failed. So roll 2d6s for me. Or should I say 2 groups of fish? Okay, so a total of 10. So we'll say you get 5 fish that float to the top.
Nice. I kind of like scoop them up and like make eye contact with everyone, like grinning, like hell yeah.
Xerxes, you got another 3. So hang on. I need to actually make a note of this. So it was 3 and 5. What were the first ones that you caught? It was 4 and 3, I think.
Yeah.
And then I got 2, and then I rolled just before Cyan now.
Yeah, that was the second 3 then. And then, are you trying something Carcarious? Yes, you did. So yeah, that is definitely a hit. So roll a d6 for me. Alright, so that will be a grand total of 1 fish. And Peter, are you doing something?
Yes, I did. I got like a 7.
I mean, considering that you did fuck all to get this fish in the first place.
And
You're working
consider
hard now.
Le Chef Bob
You
does
got a
not do
six.
fish.
Okay, so no, your trick with the quarterstaff does not work a second time. You just get like a whole bunch of water splashing up on people. Probably like a little bit hits Siren.
Oh my god. I was just dry.
This fetid water.
Not again.
Alright, so in a grand total of, what's that, 18 fish.
Not bad.
Not bad. So you've caught most of them. I'd said that there was probably around 30 fish in that basket, so you got more than
How many
half
of them are actually the fish that we dropped and not just fish that were in the swamp?
That is a very good question. That is a very good question. You don't know, and I don't know either, so we'll leave it as that. Alright, so Kosh says, come, we must go quickly now, if we are to make the river.
Lead.
So he starts leading you through again. And I'd like you all to make perception checks again for smell. See, this is where having a druid would be handy, hey?
Yes.
It's fine.
Alright. Carolus. You don't know what they're talking about. You don't. It smells fine. But Siren, Carcarious, Cyan, and Bims. Why do I feel like somebody's missing?
I can't roll right now.
You can't roll right now. Can I roll for you?
Yeah.
Oh damn, why can't you roll?
Because I'm not at my machine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you got a grand total of 8.
I don't smell diddly.
So, Siren, Carcarious, Cyan, and Bims. That smell of decay that you have been smelling seems to be getting stronger. And Xerxes, I would like you to make one more perception roll for me, as you are flying.
See.
This is
Okay,
for
will
sight.
do. Okay, me, right? Not Bims.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bims can also do it. Because he's flying up there with you. It's just because you guys are elevated that I'm... That's pretty good. That's also pretty good. So, about 40 feet to the north of you, you see that there is a patch of ground that looks a bit sandier. But in the middle of this patch of ground, you can see that somebody has taken the effort, or made the effort, should I say, of like hammering in a fairly stout-looking wooden pole into the ground, and there appear to be rusty-looking chains extending down from a loop on the top of this pole down to not fresh looking, but meaty looking, saggy looking corpse that's just hanging. It looks human,
Huh.
and you tell your companions that you think this is the source of this decay that you are smelling. What would you like to do?
That's cool. Yeah, I'll point it. Well, maybe not point it, but I'll say over yonder, 40 feet away. Stinky stinks, but it's still there. It doesn't look to have been eaten or anything, right? It's just kind of there. It's like a scarecrow.
So as you're looking at it, for just a moment,
Oh god.
you see it appears that its head seems to twitch a little bit to the right. But you can't, it was so subtle a movement, you can't tell if you were imagining it or if it did happen.
Okay, well, I'll let everyone know that there's a weird twitching corpse scarecrow 40 feet away.
How great.
Can I ask the guide, is that normal?
Kaj says, no, we stay away.
Good choice.
Is it in our path
He
or
says-
off to the side of our?
It's off to the side. You guys are heading in a more easterly direction at this point. This is again to the north of you, so it will be to your left basically. And Kaj says, as he points a hand, and you can see he's pointing towards the bottom of this corpse. That you guys can see it. And he says, look legs. And taking a look at where he's pointing, you can actually see that this corpse is missing its legs below the kneecaps.
Oh, nice.
And as you spend a little bit of time watching this thing, you see it twitches again. This time a little bit more apparently. And it lets out a low moaning noise.
I ask our guide, what's the deal with your friend?
He says, my tribe, not only tribe. Other tribe has death speakers. That is a lesson.
What is a death speaker?
And you see he's trying to like bring up the words, and he mutters something in Draconic. Unfortunately, the only person who speaks Draconic is Xerxes.
And I'm probably too far away to have heard it, right?
For this conversation. You can try and call Xerxes back if you'd like.
Yeah,
What would you like to do?
that's fine.
But he says, come, we move quickly.
Yeah. So let's keep moving.
Last time I almost died to a worm. I'm not listening. I'm staying away from bodies and decaying stuff.
I think I do my job too well sometimes. So, as you...
Keep this a wide breeze.
As
Yeah.
were we standing by the body?
No, not
or
next.
on the
next
on
to
the
it.
edge of the field?
Still like 40 feet away from it. You didn't say that you were
Okay.
moving closer.
All right. Cool.
So Koj makes a motion with his hand and grabs the basket again and starts heading towards the east. It takes you another couple of hours before you reach an area that's a little bit more solid ground. You can see he's a little bit less cautious when it comes to the ground, though he is still keeping a wary eye on the surroundings because there's a lot of trees and bushes, and you can just hear the sound of flowing water. Um, it takes you maybe another half an hour or so before you get to this fairly broad river that you know is the Dunwater River, and it's got a fairly sandy beach, bank, maybe about a meter and a half wide, before it starts, really hitting at the scrubby plant life of the marshlands. And Kar says, "Come, we move quickly now." I would like you guys to do absolutely nothing.
And we will.
Cyan has this weird feeling rush over him, and he looks around him like in suspicion.
As you are moving now, you're making better time now on the sandy beach that's a little bit more solid footing. As you are walking, what pace are you setting? Are you setting just like a normal pace? Or are you actually trying to hurry it up a little bit, or?
I'm trying to
Kaj.
keep up with.
Well,
As far
if you
as
leave it up to
Kaj
Kaj, Kaj is going to walk at a normal pace, so that he can keep a careful eye out. Because he says to you, danger
We'll take
in
it
the
from-
water, danger from the land.
So danger everywhere.
He says,
We'll take it from the guide. That's what he's there
Yeah.
for.
He says, the marshlands are dangerous. And he nods.
Where's Thousand Teeth?
He says, that way. We follow river. Maybe we find the Devourer. From what you can remember as well, they weren't 100% certain where the Devourer's lair is. All you know is that it's somewhere to the north of the lizardfolk encampment. But Kaj does say that you are getting close to the place now where the patrol that was attacked, where that attack actually happened. So I would
So-
like, yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say while we walk in, I'll start discussing. It's like, how close do we want to get to this place before we set our trap?
Trap.
Well, isn't that why we brought the bait?
Yeah, that's why we have the fish.
Why did you think we're just carrying the fish out here for fun?
Well, and the guide, obviously.
Yes.
Wasn't it your idea, Byron?
It was my idea.
Oh, okay. No wonder.
Flying up here while you guys carry fish for me.
Okay, I would like everybody to give me a perception roll again, please.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is Bims and I are now on high alert, knowing that we're close.
No pun intended. High alert.
Damn right.
Yeah, well, I'm preoccupied with my trap discussion.
Almost was a one.
Wow. Okay. You guys are pretty uniform with those rolls today. Except for Xerxes. Geez, look, today you are absolutely watching this stuff. So this is the way it's going to work. From the waters. Actually, I didn't make one for... Oh no, he doesn't notice it either until it's too late. These 6 giant frogs jump out at you.
Oh, God damn it.
And everybody everybody except for Xerxes is surprised. So I'm not going to overcomplicate this. I don't even have a map for this. I'm going to reveal them on the combat tracker. And I will say that there is a frog jumping towards each of you, except for Xerxes because he is in the air. So frog number 1 is going for Siren. Frog number 2, and I'm going to actually write it in here so that I can remember. Frog number 2 is going for Cyan. Frog number 3 is going for Carolus. Ooh, I can't spell your name. Carolus. Frog number 4 is going for Carcarius. Am I spelling this right? Yes. Nope. And frog number 5 is going for Beirut. And frog number 6, whoops.
Giant frog Beirut.
Yeah, that was not supposed to happen.
Still giant frog Beirut.
There we go, I fixed it. Just give me a second, crikey. Goes for Kaj. Alright, everybody, roll me some initiative. And don't forget to roll for BIMs as well, please.
Damn, my shield's going into its bad section now.
Alright. Oh no, Observer does
Shit.
not need. Oh, hang on, what happened there, Ellen? What's
I forgot how do I roll. How do I roll for BIMs?
Yeah, just a straight dexterity.
Okay, cool. 100. Sorry, I clicked and dragged his dex attribute score instead of the.
Oh, okay, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Where the hell? What happened to BIMs? Alright. Carolus, you are surprised. Xerxes, you are not surprised. What would you like to do? As you see these gigantic frogs jump out at your companions.
Okay, so I think I'm just gonna chromatic orb. Any of them really. Whoever screams the loudest, whoever's screaming the loudest from fear of frog, is gonna get some thunderous magical energy thrown at them. Can I just pick any of them?
Yeah, pick any one of them. They're all pretty much in range of you. That is a hit. And this ball of thunderous energy, actually, what would thunder energy look like? I mean, lightning we imagine as electricity. What
That's
the
very
hell would
good
thunder?
question.
Sound
Maybe
wave of sorts,
like-
probably.
Yeah,
It just like appears. It doesn't like flash. It's not like a wave or anything. It's just like
this ball of
Oh.
force, basically.
yeah.
It'll be like a sound wave, so like when you see them break
yeah, like
in.
the force.
So this thing impacts this giant frog, and it is not happy at all. You see that it was in the process of shooting out its tongue at Siren, but it sort of swallows its tongue because of being hit in the side by this ball of energy. And that brings us to the end of your turn, unless you want to do something else. And
No,
Beirut
that's all good.
is surprised. Siren, guess what? I just need to read something quickly. Oh, you're not a small creature, are you?
Nope.
That's such a pity. But this guy is going to attempt to bite you. like everything in the swamp wants to bite you. That hits.
Careful. Whatever.
And you take 4 points of piercing damage from his bite. Just need to read something quickly. And you are currently considered grappled. You can escape it with a strength check.
No.
The nihilistic bard.
Oh, for sure. The frog that is in front of Cyan attempts to do the same thing and bites down on you. You are a little bit more heavily armored, and you just sidestep this thing as it lands next to you. Blup. And that brings us to the next one, which is going to go after Corollas. Corollas, you're a medium creature, eh? Damn.
Yeah,
dwarves.
same as a human.
Damn dwarves. Why couldn't you be a halfling? This once.
Thank goodness. I'm not a halfling.
So it could swallow him.
I feel like small things, yeah, just exactly that. Like a
Yep.
fly.
Yep, that is exactly what happens with small things.
You're
Well,
barking
how
at
Say again, sorry?
you're barking at the wrong tree for someone to be a halfling. It's
I
not me.
know. For the
How big is
stream
that
and the
pet dragon?
podcast, Peter is not very fond of halflings. How big is that dragon?
The pet dragon of Xerxes.
It's a small creature. It's actually a tiny creature.
Oh no.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good point. You're
But
making the DM
isn't
think of
Xerxes
something.
still flying?
He is. I'm
Yeah,
just
we're
checking.
flying.
The frog's long jump is up to 20 feet, and its high jump is up to 10 feet. So yes, you are safely out of their attack distance, as is Bims. So this one is going to try and attack you, Carcarius. And it misses. You manage to bash its mouth away with your shield.
That was a close one.
Very. Which brings us to Beirut. And this thing is going to hop up to you, mouth agape. Ah, crap, that was almost a natural 22. But he does still manage to hit you, and you take... Whoa, what the hell happened there? My dice just like went all over my screen. It does not want to drop down on Beirut. Beirut is
immune.
Yeah, it looks like it. I don't know how. Let me do it this way. Alright, you take 3 points of damage. And this brings us to the one that is going to attack Kaj. And it does not hit with a 3. Alright. Bims. You rolled for a perception check for Bims as well, eh? I believe you did. Yes.
Yeah, Bims is not going anywhere near these frogs.
And Bims is also surprised. So he doesn't get a turn, Calcarius doesn't get a turn, Siren doesn't get a turn, Cyan doesn't get a turn. And that brings us back to Corollas. It is now officially your turn. What would you like to do? Peter? Are you muted? Oh, grief. He's on the phone.
How big is this frog in comparison to Corollas?
About the same size.
Okay, and how tall is he? Like 3.5, 4 feet maybe?
I think he's 5 foot something. Let's have
Oh wow, he's a tall dwarf.
He's a massive dwarf.
Are we sure he's not like human? Just like a really stumpy one?
Yeah, he's 5 foot on the dot.
5 foot on the dot, okay.
So he is kind of tall for a dwarf. But
Is he
not
wearing
kind
platforms?
He's wearing platform sandals, yeah. So I'm actually thinking, I'm looking at the time, And I see it is 8 o'clock. Smack. Oh, you see smack frog. Okay, let us proceed with the smacking of frog. I assume with his quarterstaff, and I assume two-handed as well. He's the one that's on Corollas. There it is. And that is a hit for the 15. For 8 points of damage. I wonder if he would use a key point. Somehow, I don't think he would waste it on frogs. Alright. Oh, actually, I just realized something. He's grappled. Oh no, he doesn't get disadvantage or anything. Cool. He just can't move. So this brings us back to Xerxes. What would you like to do?
Okay. Okay. I'm going to.
Give me a second, sorry. I just realized something. I did not start the recording for the podcast. So we're starting this a little bit late. They have traversed the marsh. I will fix it in editing. Okay, carry on, Xerxes.
Okay. All right. There's a lot of frogs here. Wow. Are there any that I can attack with shatter without hitting party members?
They pretty much all, like, you guys were all in they were all in a line, and they have now moved in right next to party members. Some of them are actually kind of grappling party members. So there isn't, you could perhaps catch 2 of them that are, let's actually see. I could probably drop this onto the party
I've got
sheet.
careful spell.
I'm imagining us lined up like for one of the medieval dances.
Oh yeah. And two parallel lines, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Can I not just do careful spell, cast shatter? Wait, does that help him at all? Or failed save? Yeah. Can I just? I'm just gonna. I don't know, guys. Do you guys mind?
Oh, shit.
So you want to cast shatter?
Well, it depends on how many frogs I can hit.
Oh, God.
What is the radius of shatter? I think it's, I can't remember.
Large.
I can't remember if it's 5
Dude.
or 10 feet.
Just remember, shatter affects everything around it.
10-foot radius sphere.
And it also makes
Not
a
the
lot
fish!
of noise.
It's gonna hit the fish.
What do you mean not the fish? My arm!
Okay.
This
screw
is
it.
how it dies.
Too much mathematics. Okay. I'm gonna scorching ray number 1, 3. Is that it? 1. I'm gonna do 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3. Okay. Makes it pretty easy. That's a hit. With a 25. 6 points of damage. And this frog is smelling delicious next to you, Siren. It reminds you of that summer you spent in Paris.
Ah.
The second one misses and just burns a hole into the sand. And the third one hits the frog next to Corollas and does 9 points of fire damage. Very nice. It is also looking severely not healthy.
Okay. So good luck, everyone.
Thanks.
Okay.
Alright. So, next up, Beirut. What would you like to do?
Les frog legs for le chef Bob.
frog legs for the chef Bob. Okay.
Yeah. Rapier. Gonna freaking shove it under his jaw.
Alright, go
oops.
for it.
Stupid thing. There we go. Grab here.
I'm not liking the fact I got a frog either side of me.
And that is
Yeah,
20
frog.
hits.
How close are we all to each other?
You guys were all within 5 feet of one another in a line. So it was Cyan at the front with Koj, then you, then Siren,
Okay, so-
then Carolus, then.
Alright, some stuff kicks.
Yeah,
Right.
it kicks.
There. Damn it!
And you almost make a frog skewer with your rapier.
Yeah, but still alive.
It is still alive, indeed. Punch it in the face.
Oh, so I'll headbutt the damn thing.
Hey, that also works. Unarmed strike.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to though.
Alright, is that your
Rapier
turn?
is not a light weapon.
Oh yes, it's just a finesse. Alright, so the frog that is busy chomping down on you, Siren, continues to do so.
Fun.
Okay, what happened there? Something funny. But, for some other reason, it doesn't manage to penetrate your clothing this time round. You're just getting gums and like wet, slobbery tongue.
How nice.
Cyan, the one next to you, attempts to do the same thing. Crikey, and it really doesn't like you. And it does manage to hit you
Okay.
for 4 points of damage. And you are considered grappled.
I'd like to activate my trap card, Wrath of the Storm.
Oh, what does that do? Wrath of the Storm.
Yeah.
Is
Also
there
at
action?
first level, you can thunderously rebuke attackers. When a creature within 5 feet that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to cause the creature to make a dexterity saving throw. Alright, let's do that.
Yeah, it's the cleric version of Hellish Rebuke.
Yep.
It fails. Roll
Okay.
8. So, what deliciousness do you do? Lightning or thunder? Your choice.
I'm feeling the thunder. Like my ears are already blown to shit from the previous thunder abilities. So I'm feeling like I just can't hear jack. So I'm just like adding to the cacophony of like thunderclaps happening.
Awesome. Go for it. Drop
Oh, wait,
drop
damn
the
it.
thunder damage.
So
So, 11 points of damage.
yeah. Should I have dragged it on that combat tracker?
Yeah, you should have, but don't worry, I can drag it over to the creature and it will apply it. There we go.
Thanks. Dope.
So, it is looking a little bit bewildered from this. You know, all of a sudden this thunderous force just exploded in its mouth as it attacked you, and it has no idea what happened. He thinks you are the weirdest tasting snack ever.
It's got a pop to it.
Yeah, it's gonna pop to it, indeed. The one grabbing you, Carolus, is going to attempt to bite you, and apparently you also just get gums. You manage to stave it off with your staff. No pun intended. And Carcarius, the one next to you, is going to attempt to do the same thing. And it does hit you this time with a 19.
God damn it.
And you are going to take 7 points of damage, and you are considered grappled. Hello? It doesn't want to apply grapple to you for some reason.
So grapple just stops movement, eh?
Yeah.
Cool.
As long as you are grappled, you can use your action to escape the grapple. But it doesn't prevent you or give you disadvantage on attacks or anything like that.
Cool.
The one next to you, Beirut, is going to attempt to bite you again. And the dice bounced all over the place because for some reason it just doesn't. I think this other window I've got open is maybe just clipping it. A 21 hits, and you take 5 points of damage, and you are considered grappled as well. These guys are like really enjoying the taste of you. They don't want you to go anywhere. This one is going to attempt to attack Kaj. Wow. Kaj is extremely lucky. He rolled an 11 to attack and does not manage to get its jaws around Kaj. And it is Bim's turn. What would you like to do, Al?
Bums is not going anywhere near.
So, skipping turn.
Yeah.
Cool. Carcarius, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Sorry. I shall stir the trident and pull out Flame Tongue.
Alright.
And as a bonus action, set it ablaze.
Flame Tongue? No, Flame Heart.
Oh, Flame Heart. That's...
Which is a Flame Tongue short sword.
Okay, yeah, Flame Heart. So, set it ablaze, and then take a swipe at this bugger that's got me grappled.
Go for it.
God damn it.
And fortunately, whoosh! Your aim is not as true as you thought it was. And you harmlessly slice above this thing's head. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's about it.
Cool. Then that brings us to Siren. What is the Siren?
I'm going to claw its eyes out.
Okay,
Or
go for it.
Or it's not grappled with its tongue, so yeah, claw its eyes out. I need to find it.
Should
Where
be
is it?
under your weapons.
No. Oh, yeah, there it is.
It would have been funny if you had rolled another natural 20, but anyway. So yes, you do manage to hit it. Roll your damage as you attempt to claw it. And you manage to claw it in just the right place that it dies and releases its grip upon you.
Stupid frog! It's the same arm that stupid shark bit me.
You still
Gonna
sort
have,
of
like-
got like this rubbery tongue curling around your feet.
I'll have like a scar on my fur because things keep biting me there. Like no fur there. It's like, oh god damn it.
Interesting battle scars you've got. Where did you get them from? Fishman? Frog?
Things keep biting me. Children, you know.
And is there anything
Just
else?
like in a tattoo of the name of each thing that bit you under the skull.
Yeah,
But you do.
I like that actually. That's quite cool. Anything else that you want to do, Siren?
Who needs inspiration? Raise your hand if you need inspiration.
Cyan sticks up his hand like,
There you go. We have a taker.
me, pick me.
How are you inspiring Cyan?
So I'm guessing he's grappled as well.
He is.
What's your god's name?
It's Osprey.
Just imagine how cool you'd look if you just get out of this frog's mouth and like kill it to your god
Oh yes.
and give it as an offering, you know?
Yes.
I think Side's getting too inspired there.
Yeah.
It's kind of like wriggling now.
In turn now.
Okay.
Which brings us to Cyan.
Perfect. So how many of these frog guys are like directly on me? There's the one that's grappling me, and
Yeah,
any others
there's
around me?
Basically, there's one to the. Hang on, which one? No, it's still alive. There's one to the left of you. That's the one that's been attacking Kaj. There's one directly in front of you. That's the one attacking you. And then there's one to the right of you that is basically been attacking Beirut.
Are they all within 5 feet of me?
Yes, because you guys are all
Perfect.
traveling in a line.
Okay, perfect. I think I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance again.
Alright.
And I say, Osprey, watch over me. And then I cast Word of Radiance. Which numbered frogs are there?
They are number 6, number 2, and number 5.
Number 6, 2, 5, 6. Okay, so how do I do this con
Hold
save?
down your left control,
Yeah,
and
click
then
on
you
them.
just click on them.
2, 5, and 6.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you can drag the little save or attack roll. What's it? It's almost a save that they do.
Con. Yeah, it's a con save they have to do. Where do I drag it to?
Just into the chat. Just into the
Alright.
chat box. That is 2 failures and a successful number. So now you can just drag the damage. The success does half damage, so it will automatically apply it.
Into the chat box again.
Into the chat box again, yeah.
Alright.
For everything that you do, like targeting things, you just drag it to the chat box.
Is it only once? Oh, there we go. 3 of them.
Oh, it's a cantrip, so if it's saved, it doesn't take any damage.
I swear I misread that somewhere. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of Wrath of the Storm. Okay, so if it's saved, they take no damage, but 2 of them failed.
Yeah, so 2 of them took damage.
Oh yeah, 2 of them took damage. Okay, yeah, that's right then. Sorry, I must have rolled up a little bit. I didn't see frog number 2.
Cool. And then I yell out, burn!
Not that I understand what you're saying, but yeah, they're burning a little bit with radiant energy.
Excellent.
Like a flash of sunlight.
Yeah, that's everything I got.
Yeah. Also bear in mind, it's got very bright since I activated the sword.
Also true. And so the one in front of Siren is dead. Let me just delete it quickly. Then we've come back to Corollas. What would you like to do?
Okay, am I able to... what part of my body is grappled?
Your leg.
Leg. Okay. Then I'm gonna use my staff to hand it to smack it in the face.
Go for
That's a funny picture.
it. You hit. Strange but true. Damn! And you managed to kill it. You bludgeoned this thing to death.
Okay, who's the closest to me, Cyan or Bairu?
At this point in time, you are closest to... Well, you were closest to Siren and Calcareous, and Siren's frog and your frog are dead, so the only frog that's still within range to you at this point is the one in front of Calcareous.
Okay, I'm gonna hop, skip, and jump to Calcareous' frog.
Well, it's right next to you, so you can,
Okay,
you can
and then
attack it.
use Flurry of Blows to smack it with unarmed strikes.
The flurry of bros.
Nice. All the bros.
Okay, so you use your key point, make your attacks.
It's the secret Joburg move.
Yeah, and we thought you wouldn't use key points on frogs.
We thought wrong. Okay, you hit. 6 points of damage, nice. That definitely hurt it. Damn, and again, 24 to hit, definitely. And 7 points of damage, and it is not looking good. This frog is like bloodied. Which brings us to Xerxes. What would you like to do, Xerxes?
Okay. They're all heavily, well, a lot of them are heavily wounded. I think I'm just gonna cast another Chromatic Orb at number 6.
Go for it.
This time, lightning.
That's the one in front of old Kaj. Lightning. That's definitely a hit. Roll your damage.
Fuck on this lightning.
Hey, nah. You just electrocute this thing. It just goes
Glacia.
flying away from Kosh. For Glacia.
Yeah.
Time stops for a moment,
Oh heavens.
and
Or hell.
Oh
you
shit.
get a short but very firm message that states the following, Xerxes. I don't like frogs. Don't send me their souls. Over and out.
Okay. Noted.
Anything else you want to do?
Apologize.
I would like to use my bonus action to apologize.
Yeah, 100%. Bims will also apologize.
I'll say that as a free action. Bims is not aware of Glacia.
Well, he's gonna apologize on his turn, that's for sure. Yeah, that's it.
Alrighty, which will bring us to Beirut, who is still grappled by a frog.
Le dinner.
You are adamant about this. That's a 24 to hit, that definitely does. So roll your damage.
Bye bye, Froggy.
Yeah, it is firmly skewered by that. And you have yourself some dinner. Some extra large frog's legs. Anything else you want to do? There are still 2 frogs remaining. And the one that is on Cyan is going to attempt to bite down on him. But you managed to get your shield in the way, and it's just like chomping down on your shield.
I feel like it's like, you know, when you got like a rabid dog or like something that's like on top of you and you're just trying to keep it back by the neck or something. Like you're like holding something between you. I've got like my shield like
Just a lot.
between us
This is like
that.
a very slimy dog with a long tongue, longer than average tongue. But yeah, pretty much. Then the one that's on Carcarius is going to also attempt to bite you. Wow, and it succeeds.
God damn it. This is literally like 17, 19, 20.
It's been rolling really well, but that was really shitty damage. Only 3 points of damage to you. Which brings us to Bims. Bims doing anything, Alan?
Sorry, my kettle's boiling, so it's loud, but no.
Which brings us to Carcarius.
Cool. I'll being very pissed off at this thing and take a swing with Flameheart.
Go for it. That hits.
And as I hit, I'm just gonna get a gleeful smile on my face because he's fucked.
You hope. No, he's fucked. Yeah, he's nice and toasty.
As I'm cleaving through him, Flameheart's just the flame just ignites and like lightsabers through him.
Nice and sizzly. Yum.
Some cooked frog for anyone that wants.
Yeah, there's definitely an improvement on Beirut's frog's legs. These ones are at least cooked. And anything else? Your bonus action?
Mine will be cooked.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see. Is this how many can I do? It's only one person, eh? Fuck. No, good for now.
Alright. So, next up is Siren. What would you like to do, madam?
I'll shoot it.
Shoot it. Go for it. That hits. Siren's like really usually very good with the crossbow. Yep.
Yep.
And with that, the final frog draws its last breath, and you are
I will make a fire.
somewhat safe. You're making a fire. Would you guys like to take a short rest, as well as a short break from the stream?
Yeah.
Get some coffee in that? Because it
Sounds
is
good.
level
Short
25.
rest.
I will make a fire and start preparing my frog's legs.
Alright, Karj says to you that you can't tarry too long, but
Hungry.
but you also don't want to travel anywhere near a swamp with open wounds. So you have to take the time to heal yourselves. So you can employ whatever magic or hit die you would like to
I have
roll.
Song of Rest.
You have Song of Rest. What does Song of Rest do?
Anyone that's injured, let me read it correctly.
Let me also do a change in music.
Revitalizes your wounded allies during a short rest. You or any friendly creatures can heal performance, gain any hit points during short rest. 1d6 extra hit points at the end of the rest. But you can also just use your own hit die. But if you don't want to, you could just use some of rest.
They actually no. This is in addition to using the hit die. So
I know.
if you do hit die, you can roll a d6 and add that to your health.
Yeah, it's like such a pointless thing, actually. So
It
sad.
just gives bonus, actually.
Yeah, just
Yep.
bonus healing. But hey, it could lead you to not use as many hit die, which is always handy. So yeah, if you'd like to take that short rest, I can see a couple of people who need it.
Just a second. I've got this thing. So it says my HP, and then it says under wounded WND. It says 4. Am I missing 4 HP?
Yes,
Yeah, okay,
you were
so
hit.
Was I?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, by the frog. That's right.
Frog.
Okay, dope.
It
Alright.
bit you that last time.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll this.
okay, so Gordon, I rolled mine. I just rolled a d6 for Mickey's Song of Rest.
Okay, so you get an extra 3 points of healing, which would bring you up to full health.
Yeah.
Alright.
Do my
And
d6.
hopefully I'm no longer grappled by my legs.
Oh no, you are all no longer grappled. Okay, Richard, I have given you your extra 2 hit points.
Thank you.
Peter, are you rolling
I'm
for
back.
health?
What?
Are you rolling for health?
Health?
Using
I was
hit
sleeping.
points?
Okay. Oh, well, resting.
Yeah,
Okay.
short rest. Just try to remove all the grapples.
Yeah. And yeah, let me roll. Okay.
Okay, and you say you are trying to cook some of this frog.
Me?
Yeah.
I am the ship chef. Of course I'm cooking the damn frog.
All right.
I'll drag over the semi-charred one that I cleaved for Beru to cook as well.
So make a
Survival.
This is cooking. I feel like this should be performance, but you can add your dexterity modifier. Are you trained in survival?
Yep.
Okay, then you can use that. Your choice.
Performance.
He's cooking.
Definitely not
Well,
performance.
if you're Gordon Ramsay, definitely. Performance.
He's got to do the whole Salt Bay thing, you know. But yeah, you managed to cook up some frog's eggs, and they're fairly tasty.
What do you mean they're fairly tasty? They're damn tasty.
Okay, they're damn tasty.
It was prepared by the chef, Bob.
Alright, so to everybody who is listening in on the stream, thank you very much, guys, in chat. I do see you. I don't see you chatting in chat, though. We are going to just take about a 5-minute break or so, just to get some refreshments and refresh ourselves, and we will be back shortly. See you now.
Candy boy.
all my key points back.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Grinning Gargoyles Greyhawk campaign. I am back here with the same people, unfortunately. Just joking. Alright, the party has just completed a short rest after being attacked by a bunch of hungry giant frogs who chomped down on some of them. You were along the riverbank traveling, and you can see that as you start traveling back further, or should I say not back, traveling further north, you see that the bank or the river starts to move more to a northwestern direction. And as you take a look into the bushes and things around you, you see there are many strangely thorny bushes. And I don't know how many of you are familiar with shrikes at all.
Yeah.
Richard,
Well,
you, I would assume.
Yeah. In game, maybe not so much, but yeah, I know sharks.
But shrikes are basically these birds that like to make biltong, in my view, if I can put it that way. They basically find thorny bushes and twigs and all kinds of things and make like meaty skewers on them. It's a bit of a strange ritual. But you can actually see that there seem to be a few of these shrike nests following the river, near to the river, just off of the river, the banks, the sand. As you continue to make your way north, many hours pass, and thankfully you are not accosted by anything else that is hungry at this point. But you come to a small streamlet that veers off to the southwest a bit. This is now after about 12 hours of travel. You did have a bit of a break after about the 9th hour or so you've been traveling for another couple of hours. It's becoming late evening-ish. Not evening, but late afternoon, early evening. Not quite twilight yet. The bugs are still irritating you. And Kosh says, "Look here." And he points to a spot where this little streamlet breaks off from the river, and you can see like a very noticeable track, quite wide, looks to be maybe a meter wide or so. There's this groove, this dragging groove through the sand along the stream heading south. What would you like to do?
Well, does the groove look like it can be from a giant crocodile?
Well, does he say we need to follow the groove?
Make a survival check for me. Anybody who would like to ascertain the nature of these.
Oh, hell yeah.
Brilliant. Alright. And I will also let Kosh make one. Wow. Okay. So, in brief consultation with you, Beirut, Kosh, and you are convinced that this looks like a likely track left behind by a crocodile, a giant crocodile, slithering along the bank.
Good. Let's go.
So, how are you traveling now further?
Well, Bims and I will scout out.
So as you head maybe for about, let's say, 400, 500 feet, following this bank. Xerxes, it becomes increasingly difficult for you to keep an eye on the party as you're traveling further into the swamps again, there seems to be more foliage. There's more trees. They reach over the streamlet. They are quite dense and intertwined. There's still a bit of walking room underneath, but you do find yourselves taking out, sharp daggers and knives and swords, any kind of bladed weapon that you might have, to actually cut away at some of this brush. And those tracks have disappeared into the stream itself.
And how wide is the stream?
Maybe about 7 or 8 feet.
Cool. You guys keep going this side of the stream. I'm going to walk on the other side of the stream. See when the tracks come back out again.
Okay. I'll come with you, Becca. I'd rather.
Are you gonna go through the water to get to the other side?
Why? You scared?
If and
How deep is the stream? Can we tell from here?
When you cross the stream, it takes you maybe to like mid-thigh.
Okay.
So it's not super duper deep.
If it was, I'm 7.5 foot. Okay.
Yeah.
If it's too deep, it's not a stream.
Fair enough.
So, Xerxes, you've had to come down. You can still maybe clear about 10 feet off the ground at this point if you want to continue to fly. Or to fly above the canopy.
Yeah, please. I don't want to dirty my shoes. Thanks.
Okay. So, are you hovering above the water or above the banks of this streamlet?
Definitely not the water.
Just making sure. So, as you make your way, are you attempting to be quiet? How are you approaching this thing?
Stealthy, hunty.
Do we see any other fish or creatures or anything in the water?
I'm looking out for logs.
Make a perception roll for me.
Did you just say you're looking for logs?
Yes.
Right. Particularly large ones floating on the surface.
Greenish in color, mottled brown.
Those
Wow.
logs with eyes,
Yeah, I'm also taking a peek around.
Yeah, anybody who's paying attention can give me a perception check.
I should stick to fighting.
So, that's actually pretty good. So, Siren, Beirut, Xerxes, and Bims. And actually Carcarius. As you're busy making your way on either side of this stream, you do notice there are some fish in the water, but no, they're not like huge fish. They're like small little fishies. You also see more of those very strange looking like vines and things just hanging over in some places, hanging between the trees on either side of the banks. Some of them you see have particularly wicked looking, like barbed thorns on them. And it takes you are moving carefully, so you are able to dodge them. I mean, I'm not going to make you do any dexterity saving throws or anything like that. But it definitely slows down the speed at which you're traveling. After about an hour or so of this, you can see there's more of there's lots of insects around, but you don't see anything out of note. You don't actually notice any, like even small fauna that you would expect. Even the birds in the area are somewhat subdued.
Any tracks coming out?
You do not see any tracks coming out of the water.
Onward.
Yeah.
please, just as point of clarification. As you are moving, are you on the side of the bank with Beirut and Carcarius, or with Cyan and them?
I'll be on the side where the tracks leading into the river are.
Alright, so that would be on the side with Cyan and them.
Yeah.
Corollas and Siren. So I'm just trying to get the mental image in my head as well. Up ahead of you, you start noticing that the trees clear off somewhat, and there's in this river. I'm actually going to share a map with you now. This streamlet you seem to have found its source. Before you is a large pond. At its widest, it's about 25-30 feet, but you see it's very irregularly shaped. I just want to hop onto the stream side to make that map a little bit larger for everybody to see. You can also see that there are trees hanging over part of this pond, and the stream exits on the other side of it.
How clear is the water?
The water is fairly murky in the pond itself.
Okay, so we can't work out depth just by looking at it.
Not from where you are. You're currently about 10 feet away from the edge of the pond. Okay. If you are moving quietly, I would also like you to all give me stealth checks.
Yeah.
It's a nice map.
Yay, disadvantage.
Yes.
Are we stealthing?
I'm stealthy.
Okay.
Guys, I think we're here.
What?
Well, I'm.
Who else needs to make stealth for me? Xerxes and Bims and... Who am I missing? Siren.
Yeah. Stealth. No,
Oh, okay.
I'm distracted.
Yeah, Carcarius and Siren. So as you are moving, your clothing hook gets stuck on some of those barbed thorns, and you start like cursing and swearing as you're trying to rip yourself off of the thorns, and you do make quite a bit of noise. But the rest of your companions like look over at you and like raise their fingers and go shh.
These were new. Oh my.
I'm fucking trying.
But the pond before you remains fairly still.
I'd like to turn to our guide and say, like, so, is this the place? Is this, should we set the bait down?
And Kaj says to you, it could be. I think we must try not to stand close.
Oh, good point.
And actually, now that I think of it, let me actually get Kaj in here. He is none of these things. He will just be a
I still keep an eye out on things that look like logs. Or have green eyes.
So, Kaj. And Kaj is on the same side with you guys. And Kaj, you see, he very quietly starts... Well, he's going to attempt to. Let's see what he actually rolls. Okay. He starts making his way quietly this side towards the trees, but his gaze does not leave, and he's actually put that basket. He's put it down where you are at the moment, Cyan, and
Okay.
you see he bends down, and he seems to be sniffing at the ground.
What I want to do is I want to tell car carriers, or like indicate to car carriers that I am moving off, and I want to sneakily move over to there, keep my bow leveled in that direction.
Okay, so give me another stealth roll. Alright, so very stealthily you may move yourself over there. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm not gonna move too far because my armor is clunky, and it's probably a bad idea for me to move too much right now. So I'm just gonna go over there.
Well, I'll say you can roll just a straight roll for your stealth. If you only move half your movement speed, I'll say you're being exaggeratedly, careful.
Okay, cool.
What's the ground like? Sandy or mucky or?
Yeah, next to the stream and the pond itself, it's like a mixture of sand and pebbles.
Okay.
It seems to be fairly firm.
I want to silently move to that red arrow.
Alright, so give me a stealth roll. And then Xerxes and Siren and Cyan. I need to know what you guys are.
Jesus.
Wow, damn. Okay, yes. A natural 20 plus 5 will definitely get you there with no problem. So feel free to move your character. And you can see it also curling around the ground, and there's just this very, as the sun starts turning, that lovely orangey gold, it's highlighting the slow, not very thick, mist that's just curling and wisping around your feet. So, Cyan, what are you doing?
I'm scared.
Byron?
Lol. Muted.
Oh shit.
So, I kind of take a look around and I see everyone's getting into position. I check cars just sniffing around. I scope out berries, hide it in the trees, and so I kind of just look around and I get low and I just start pushing the basket towards the water. I'm like, well, let's get this bait set. And yeah, I guess I'm kind of just pushing it on the floor,
Alright.
towards the water.
Okay, so give me. I think you are wearing your armor, hey? So
Yep.
give me a straight stealth roll. You should have disadvantage on that automatically.
I'm not being
You're
stealthy
not being
in the
stealthy at
slightest.
all. You're just
No,
doing
well, no, yeah, I've shouted out. I'm just
Oh.
pushing it towards the water now. I think Cyan just doesn't really appreciate how big a crocodile can be. It's kind of just oh, it's just like a crocodile, we've
Okay.
fought worse. So I think he's
Cyan
severely
doesn't appreciate
underappreciating.
what many things can be.
So move to where you are.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
you've pushed this basket.
Okay.
And are you actually tipping it over to release the fish?
I was thinking I'd put it over here on the where on the streamlet where it enters. So it's kind of in the shallower section, on the bankment. So the fishiness, it's sitting in the basket, and the fishiness kind of just sits in the water, kind of pours.
And a couple of those would have been skewered, so they should chum the water nicely.
Yeah. So the river that's flowing into the bigger body here kind of just pools with this fishy. So yeah, I go there to push it in,
As
kind of
do
mess
this,
it down.
you see this very large, flat reptilian head slowly lift, just so you can see And Carolus, this is what you've been looking for. This is the log you have been looking for.
Crocodile.
And it's watching Cyan.
Do I see it seeing me?
Yes, you would see
Okay.
this thing. It's 10 feet long. You see its body and its tail, and it starts swimming towards you.
Happy
Oh, wow.
it's going after Red Man, not me.
I
And
want
at that point, when
everybody to roll
it gets
initiative.
close to him, I'm going to loose my arrow.
Okay, so roll your initiative for me. You can get your first shot in Neville because you were prepared.
Yeah.
That's a natural one for initiative.
Yeah,
With that
to at least get my
initiative-
surprise on him.
You lose your surprise for that natural one. Nah, I won't be such a bastard.
Okay, so I get my surprise on him.
You do get your surprise. Supplies!
How much would its
Oh,
hide
okay,
sell
hang on,
for,
I
do you
just
guys
realized.
think?
That is my hide.
Did you
Can I
call
get-
dibs?
Need something bigger than a little knife to skin that.
I didn't call dibs, so
I had to share my gold from.
Okay, guys. Communist point of view, it's our hide.
Yes,
Yeah.
our hide.
It's our hide.
Alright,
Purely because you guys carried the fish. Thanks.
so Neville,
Okay.
do your
To say when.
do your thing. Okay, that hits.
Okay, I need to find my thing. Yeah. To do that. I need to do that. And then I need to do. Smile, bitch.
Ow,
Jesus.
Jesus. Motherless. So you see this arrow fly out towards this head and catch it in the throat, and there's quite a lot of blood coming out of it as this thing lets out a mighty roar that sort of sets you back a little bit as you're standing there on the bank of this pond.
Run, Red! Run!
And
That's-
where he's standing, it is now Carcarius' turn.
Cool. Fuck. Sucks I can't do 2 spells in turn. Yeah. Bonus action, I shall call to Procan and summon the giant fish.
Giant fish.
Spiritual weapon.
Okay, is it now a fish?
Yeah.
All
Because the
right.
trident wasn't working, remember?
Oh yes, that's right. And we said it was a swordfish or something.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Is it a wet fish?
It's a
Yeah,
spiritual
it-
fish.
It slaps. That's what it does.
I'm trying to find my spell tokens. Damn it.
You should rather just ask for a hammerhead.
We'll fine tune what it looks like.
I don't have a fish token, so you'll just have to do with the regular.
That's
Where
fine.
the hell is this spiritual weapon?
Put it on that side of him there.
There's a next button. I'm being a dimwit. So it's on that side.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cool.
There's actually
And
a
then-
module that I want to try out that it will actually allow you guys to access these things for yourselves.
Ooh,
And
that'll
it
be
will
cool.
actually be on your spells, so you can just drag it directly from there. I must just figure out how to set it up. It wasn't working with Unity properly. Alright, so yeah. What are you doing with your spiritual weapon?
So, let's see if the fish hits. Nope.
Nope. Next.
And then, how far does this go? How far am I? Yeah, in range. And then, out of frustration, I'm just going to take one of the hand axes off my belt and throw it.
Alright, okay. So, I'm trying to think. Hand axe, if you throw it,
It's
it
20
still-
range.
it's short. Yeah, I was gonna say it's within range. Alright,
Yeah.
so make your attack. Make sure you use the throw and attack icon, eh?
Fucking A!
That's a natural 20 for the people on the podcast. So the spiritual weapon was the last. Okay, I think you need to make a hand axe for your spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Alright, so throw all your damage. Nice, 10 points of damage. It is not.
I'd like to think that lands like just above his eye.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's the same side that arrow pierced. Now
Yeah.
there's a flippin' hand axe sticking out of it too. Nice. Alright, anything else? Would you like to move?
Now that the A team's done 38 damage,
Yeah.
let's see what the B team does.
Let's see. Why won't you move? No, that's too far. Let me go over there.
Alright.
Yeah, that shall be my turn.
Very good. Sorry, I just wanted to get something open. So, where Koj is busy standing, you don't even have time to shout out a warning, as from the tree above him, you see this gigantic snake
Oh my word.
just drop down and wrap itself around it.
Balthazar, is that you?
Unfortunately, he misses. Koj manages to, at the very last moment, jump out of the way. But, to your surprise, from the tree on the other side of the bank, you see another one of these gigantic snakes unfurl itself out of the tree and down onto the ground. And it starts swimming. Enters the water and it swims and it moves.
Sorry, what?
30 feet.
In case you missed it, the crocodile isn't the biggest problem.
And it's going to rear up and it's going to attempt to strike at you with a lunging bite. Bayroom. And it misses you at the last moment with a 3 to hit.
Okay, Richard, I think you overjudged these snakes.
And, oh, sorry, I rolled the wrong ones, but that's fine. It would have been the same stats. Which brings us to Bims. Bim says to you, Xerxes, the fuck?
Yeah. Hey, buddy. No playtime for you.
Bims is content to just like curl himself into your hood. Or to fly away.
I think he's like, he knows the drill. He's gonna grab a potion soon.
Alright, so it's his turn. Corollas.
Okay, well, I'm gonna look up and run away from underneath these trees.
Okay. To where exactly are you running?
Towards a crocodile, because it seems safer.
Like, these two gigantic snakes come out of the trees and he's like, oh, crocodile's fine.
And then I'm gonna shoot a radiant sunbolt at the crocodile.
Okay, go for it. Oh! This poor crocodile! It's like... Damn! Nice. 8 points of radiant damage against this croc with that natural 20.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use a key point and shoot it again.
Cool. And you see it's just like hisses. It's, oh my word! That's another natural 20!
No way.
Seems like Gordon's scripts aren't working today.
I think this is balancing out science-dog interaction.
Yeah.
It was one time.
For another 8
Yeah,
points of damage.
but the odds of 3 nat 1s in a row I
Yeah.
mean, it's only fair that the universe balances out with 3 nat 20s in a row.
That is actually so true.
Well, I did get an 11, I think, before the nat 20.
Grief. That's amazing.
Okay, you see. Gordon,
That's a 3, so that misses.
yeah, Gordon put the scripts back on.
Yeah, my GM pity is now at an end.
Okay, I'm
Alright.
gonna take one step back.
Alright, so you do so. Then that ends your turn.
Yes.
Cyan, you see this crocodile that's being pelted by shit from left and right. It's half blinded at this point from those bolts of energy that erupted from the monk's hands and fists. And you are standing there sort of like still holding onto this fish basket with this gigantic maw coming towards you. What do you do?
I immediately drop the basket and take like a couple of steps back, like that, just to like get up next to Corellis. And then I'm gonna shoot a guiding bolt at the crocodile.
Okay, go for it.
I guess I just do that.
That hits for 16 plus 5.
Hell yeah.
All your damage. And don't forget
Okay.
to add the effect onto it. So
How do I
next-
add the effect?
You just drag the effect, the little mannequin.
Once I've done the attack?
Yeah, once you've done the damage, then you just
Okay.
drag it onto the crocodile's icon token. Oof. Bugger,
Ooh,
21
boy.
points of damage. Very nice.
Nice.
This croc is not looking healthy.
And then there's the effect. I think it put it on it.
Yes, it did. Awesome. So
There
the
we go.
next attack action against the Devourer, against Thousand Teeth, gets advantage.
As I cast the guiding bolt, I like kind of shout out over my shoulder to the group of 3 that are like further where we came from, and I say, "There it is! There's the crocodile!"
Yeah, and it's very apparent because it's glowing now. What color light is your guiding bolt?
Cyan, of course.
Cyan. Alright, so with greenish light. Xerxes.
Well, bluish, but yeah,
Well, is cyan bluish or greenish?
bluish.
It's a
So
bit
kind
of
of light
bluish.
blue.
Oh yeah, it is actually. Yeah, you're right. I'm just thinking now. Okay, Xerxes, what you doing?
Okay, I think it's time for some shatter.
You've been dying to use this spell.
Yeah, I really have. Okay, so obviously casting it onto Snake 2 and Crocface.
Is it a saving throw? Eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so target them.
Do I not do advantage to the Croc or what?
No, you don't do advantage. No, you don't get advantage on saving throws.
How dare you? Okay.
I just realized something. I should have done something. Well, before you did what's his name? What happened to the croc? Did he succeed or fail? He succeeded.
Succeeded.
Okay. Alright. At the end of your turn, like an idiot, I forgot that this thing actually has legendary actions.
Yeah.
So it is going to move half its movement speed, and it is going to make. I just want to make sure. Is this creature or creatures? It makes 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its tail. That's alright. So it is going to make a bite attack against Cyan. Fuck. It's a natural 20.
Oof.
Ouch.
And karma comes back.
Can I
Ooh.
can I activate my Wrath of the Storm on it? Oh wait, I'm dead!
I was going to say, with 33 points of damage in one shot, you are dead.
Oh no! Wait, but
And
so my Wrath of the Storm doesn't activate as a
Nope.
reaction.
No.
Unfortunately,
Damn.
you need to be awake for that to be a reaction.
I thought it just happens, like it like reacts off my body, you know, like they touch me and it just explodes off me. Okay.
And the tail lashes out at the same time. This thing has you in its mouth and is busy like ripping you apart. Its tail lashes out at you, Corolus.
Oh no.
Wow, that was so close to another nat 20. It hits you with a 26, and you take 1d8 plus 4 bludgeoning damage. That is 9 points of bludgeoning damage. You must also give me a strength saving throw, please.
Strength saving.
Yep.
Luckily, I'm proficient.
Alright,
Hey.
you manage to keep your balance as this thing's tail hammers into you, and you are
With
knocked
my monk
prone.
focus.
And that brings us to the end of Xerxes' turn. Would you like to move, Xerxes?
No. Yeah, but Bims needs this potion ASAP.
So,
Let me click the dragons for you.
right. Which brings us to Siren. What would you like to do?
That
Tabaxi?
crit screwed with my plan. Because it's either do what I wanted to do or save Cyan.
Decisions.
Yeah.
There
This
are
thing has
dice
still
for
got
that.
cyan in its mouth, eh?
Like, in fairness, the world may be a bit quieter without Cyan.
He's still a person. You cannot judge someone based on their
That's out of character, by the way.
still a
that,
person.
that does not reflect Carcarius' views of Cyan.
It's
Alleged views of science.
it's I don't want to face the wrath of that.
TikTok.
I'll shoot it.
Okay.
I'll shoot it.
You can
Plan
shoot.
has to wait. Oh god, disadvantage, right?
No, it's got advantage because of the guiding bolt. So you
Oh! That's good, because I think that was a 1.
hit.
Maybe.
Yeah, it dropped to 1. So that was good. For 8 points of damage. And you can see 1,000 teeth is like severely bleeding out now. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, Corolus, don't die. That's my inspiration, sorry. I'm not a very
Noted.
I now regret
inspirational person.
not using Bane.
Before the end of your turn, Siren, this crocodile is like in a frenzy now. It has tasted blood, and it drops Cyan's body, and it lunges towards Corolus, and it makes a bite attack against you as one of its legendary actions.
You got a bit of inspiration, I hope it helps.
That is a 24 to hit. And you take 14 points of damage from that. Alright, Siren, it is now the end of your turn.
Yep.
And it is now Thousand Teeth's turn.
God damn it.
And he gets to do a multi-attack. So he is going to bite at the dwarf again.
What does inspiration do?
You can add a d6 to either an attack roll or a saving throw.
Oh, okay.
So nothing for you right now.
No.
And he is going to definitely hit you with that 16. Is there anything you can do to mitigate damage or anything? I don't know what
Nah.
your powers are. Okay, so he damages
Sucks.
you for 15 points of damage, and the dwarf
God
is
damn.
also down. But he is going to move over to Siren.
Oh, god damn it. Why?
He hears the singing voice,
And I have the least amount of help. Why would you do that?
and he
So,
lashes out with his tail.
so I'm not stuck in his
Well,
throat,
then we-
choking him.
Holy shit!
I'm going to kill a god.
Thanks for the
today.
campaign.
Remember how you were saying that the crocodile is nothing?
I didn't say that.
Didn't someone make the prediction that we were all going to die off in this campaign so that Gordon could start that other one?
Yeah.
It's about to
I
be
said it
released.
last week
Why did you say that?
Good call.
because I believed it.
Siren, please make me a strength saving throw to see whether or not you are knocked prone by its tail attack.
Of course I'm gonna be knocked prone. Or not, never
No,
mind.
You got a
Good
natural.
luck.
Wow, the natural 20s tonight are like fast and furious, man.
Yeah.
Well done. So you are not knocked prone.
But I am going to die.
It's those cat-like reflexes.
I'm still going to die.
And that is the end of its turn. Beirut, you have this huge constrictor coming towards you. It's already attempted to bite you. What do you do?
Okay, I'm going to take my short bow.
Alright.
Of course, this stupid snake's still far away from me, so it's fine. And I will take a shot at 1,000 Tooths.
Alright. Go for it. And that misses, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'm bloody well moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna move to there. Am I inside the trees there?
Yeah, you're in the tree line.
Okay. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. /W space GM, hey?
Yeah. Alright, cool. You know what to do. Into the tower.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Would you like to do anything else? Cool.
And that's it.
Alright. So Kaj is like uncertain what to do at this point. And he's really nervous about this snake. Do any of you shout anything out to him?
Can I gurgle in my own blood?
Sure. Give me a performance check.
I kind of like gurgle and reach out one hand towards him, like as I'm lying in the sand.
God.
So, interestingly
performance.
enough, he does have something. A gift
Oh my
from the
word.
Queen.
You can't even
Ryan
die
can't
properly.
even gurgle properly. Yeah.
I'm actually just trying to find the stupid thing if I can find it because I done something with it and I don't know what I did with it. I had it right here. Give me a second, folks. Please be patient. This is really stupid. Where the hell is this damn thing? Is this it? Yes. Okay. So, Kaj is going to disengage from the snake and is going to run back here. Unfortunately, he cannot use it yet, but you see, the rest of you see, him fumbling with a strange looking red potion. And as he's like taking it out of a belt pouch, you see it's quite large, and he's getting ready to pour it down Cyan's throat. Alright, and that will end his turn. Observer is nothing. Carcarius.
Cool. Seeing what's happened.
Actually, maybe he wouldn't go that way. Maybe he would go that side.
But this is going to move here as a bonus action. And as it's moving there, it's changing into a great white shark.
Wow.
And then
Well,
before
more
that,
like a mini great white shark.
Yeah. a baby one.
Sand shark.
But before that happens, I'm going to just grip my shield and go Procan, preserve their life. And just channel divinity and preserve life.
What
Which
does
gives
that?
me, I have 15 hit points to divide among, how many? I think it's as many creatures as I want within the 30-foot radius.
So you are within range of both of them. So who's getting
Yeah.
what effect?
Those two and Siren are all getting 5 hit points.
So 5, 5, 5. Okay. So Carolus is 22, Cyan is 22, and Siren is 13. I will also remove the unconscious effect. You come back to consciousness, Carolus and Cyan, sorry, not Siren.
Soon.
With Kaj hovering above you with this potion bottle in his hand, but you feel better for some reason. And anything else? You still got some movement?
Yeah. No.
Oh, and this
The
potion
shark's
left.
shark's about to take a bite out of a crocodile, hopefully. Nope.
No, it misses. That is not your spirit animal.
And then I am gonna move. Why won't you move now? Just gonna take some steps back. And yeah, that'll be me.
There's not enough map this side.
You can imagine that there are more trees and things off to the north. Alright, so this constrictor snake, which is a bit peeved that the lizard man who was to be its supper has run off, is going to slither on closer.
Uh-oh.
And it is uncertain what to do, so it is going to roll a d4. On an odd number, it's going to attack Kaj. On an even number, it's going to attack the dwarf. Odd number, it attacks Kaj. And it is going to attempt to bite him. And once again, Kaj is one lucky lizard and manages to dodge aside or bat its attack aside with a spear. The second one is going to slither up to Beirut and is going. Oh yes, wait, I need to do something to see. Nope, it does not slither up to Beirut. Wait, where was it? It was about there, eh?
A bit further down.
A bit further down. About there-ish, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's going to weigh its options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's going to go this way, into the water. And it is going to attempt to constrict Kaj.
Not for Kaj.
And it succeeds. So it starts wrapping itself around Kaj. And you see he's really, really struggling now. And he is both constrained, grappled, and restrained, should I say.
Yeah. Well, if Kaj survives this, his new nickname is Scapegoat.
And that brings us to Bim's turn.
He's grabbing a potion and he's taking a step back.
Right. So he grabs a potion and he takes flight and sits in a tree.
Yeah, that's cool.
Just behind you, watching this whole thing. Alright, so Carolus, You are prone on the ground as a cyan next to you, but you are now conscious, and there is a large snake above you. What do you do?
Stand up. Stand up.
Stand up.
Yeah. And then Radiant Sunbolt, 1,000 teeth.
Is Radiant Sunbolt considered a ranged attack?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
no, good. Okay.
Uh,
Sorry, no, I had in my mind you were going to attack the snake, but you're attacking. That's still a disadvantage because
Still,
you're in
yeah.
melee. You're in melee range
Melee
of
range.
okay.
an enemy. But you do
Okay,
have
so
bardic
disadvantage.
inspiration. Yeah, disadvantage. But just remember, if you do miss, you can always try roll your d6. So that is
I
a
roll my
10.
d6.
So roll a d6, and if you rolled anything other than a 1, you would have hit it.
Okay, well, I use my monk point,
A key point, yeah.
key point to do flurry of blows.
Flurry of
And
blows.
yes.
More bolts or
more bolts. At
So,
disadvantage
with
to the big
disadvantage.
crocodile.
Yep. Oh, and I must remove your bardic inspiration. An 11 misses still, and one more. Eh?
Yes, I need one shot with this crocodile because it looks quite bad.
Yeah, no, it looks really like on the death's door. So make your final attack. Nope. Unfortunately, there's just these bolts of energy flying from your hands, but they sizzle out and do
I'm
nothing.
just gonna say, Zaxis, you're our only hope.
That brings us to Cyan. So Cyan, you are prone. You're using your after movement to stand up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stand up. I'm like looking around, super scared. Like snakes all around me, crocodiles, just blood everywhere. Like, yeah, super scared. So what I'm gonna do is, I think the first thing Cyan would do is, try. Can I ungrapple Koj?
You can
As an
use
action,
your
right?
action to give him the help action to get him out of it on his turn. Yeah.
Yeah, man, his turn's a while away. Hey. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Disengage is an option.
Also, smacking a crocodile is an option too.
Yeah. I'm like, I get this shiver down my spine, and I can almost feel Beru's gaze on me. And I turn towards the crocodile, and I'm gonna smash at it with my mace.
Cool. Go for it. You do have advantage because you are.
Oh, dope.
Siren is on the other side.
Hi.
Okay, dope. Okay, so let's use this mace. So we. Oh wait, I gotta click advantage, right?
Yes.
There we go. Okay, there, and then I'm gonna click it on the crocodile.
Yep.
Come on, please. Yes!
Another natural 20. So roll your damage.
Shit. Sorry,
This is gonna be overkill.
Okay. So I just
Which much
drag that
needed.
over to crocodile.
Get your revenge for us.
There we
Is that
go.
all?
How would you like to do this?
Oh shit! I'm killing it. Oh my gosh! I'm like, okay, so Cyan's super freaked out, and he's like swinging the mace down on the back of it, and he's just like smashing down on the same point in like a fearful frenzy until like he hears like the crack of like the spine.
Got healing roll.
Well, there goes your freaking skinning idea.
So yeah, I'm just smashing away, just pulverizing at the spine.
He
Um,
is smashing the head, right?
It's
The
bludgeoning,
neck
it's
area,
not-
So.
Yeah, I'm like
It's-
just from behind, like between the two legs, because it's so big. And then as my bonus action, yeah. And then as my bonus
In case I
action,
didn't mention this before, this is a mature content stream.
yeah. So, okay, who's the? Oh yes, okay. Then I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith as a bonus action
Alright.
onto Koj.
Nice. So that gives
Once
him a
I've-
bump to his AC of +2 or something, eh?
Yeah, it does. Once I just figure out. Oh fuck! Hold on. There we go. Combat Shield of Faith. It says to self.
There's two.
That'll be a
There's-
concentration.
Yeah. The one is the
Okay.
concentration spell that you put onto yourself. That's the south one, and then there's another one.
Oh, I didn't know you could bring yourself. No, I'll still give it to Koj. Shame. Did it work?
Yeah, you've got to put it on, and then that one that says self, you
Yeah.
also just drag onto yourself, the top one. It just says
Oh.
the C, because that's the concentration effect, so that if you get hit, you'll make your concentration checks automatically.
Okay, dope. Yeah, so like I kind of like cast it, and as I'm smashing down, I'm like kind of gasping out, like, Hosper, please help, please. And just thinking of Koj.
Cool. So, Osprey definitely heals your prayer. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I think so. That's all I got.
Okay. You could move if you wanted to. You still had 15 feet of movement.
Well, I guess I'd be here if I'm like next to it, smashing on its spine. But that's about it.
Cool. Xerxes, what would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb again. It's gonna do like some acid damage. Snake number 1.
Alright, go for it.
What snake is? Which one is damaged? Wounded. Two.
Neither of them.
Yes.
Okay, that one.
The one in the water. Okay, that's a hit. Roll your damage. Actually, a powerful little spell there. It's 21 points of damage. Jeez.
Yeah, but I got an 8 earlier, so it has its days. It has its moments. That's all I'm gonna do. Okay, good luck, everyone.
Just bamf out of there.
Alright, and then that brings us to Siren. What would you like to do, Siren? The crocodile is dead before you.
That's good.
A delicious
guess.
pile of skins. Well, and flesh and bone, but you get the point.
I don't know what to do, actually. I mean, I'll shoot the snake, I guess.
Alright, which one? Number 1 or number 2?
Number 2.
Go for it. That will hit. 19.
Yay.
Oh, max damage. 12 points. Very nice. It is not looking happy. As it has this crossbow bolt stuck into its flank. Alright. Okay, he's dead. Beira.
Okay, if I remember correctly from my current state, my next attack has advantage, right?
Correct.
I got a snake.
Which one are you attacking? Number 2 again? Or?
2.
Okay. That will definitely hit.
That was
24.
so close to Oh, that's useless.
For 12 points of damage. It is pretty
And-
close.
Yeah, and then take it, you know what that's for?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright. Kaj is buggered. Kaj is going to see. Until the grapple ends, the creature is restrained. The snake cannot constrict another target. The escape DC, holy Moses, is 16. So Kaj is going to attempt to. He's pretty damn strong though, so he's going to attempt to get out of this mess that he finds himself in. Ooh, and he rolls a 10. Nope.
Oh, it's a bloody constrictor. No wonder the DC is so hard to get out.
He is stuck in there. That is his
Balthazar, Balthazar's cousin.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, Carcarius, what would you like to do?
Cool. Well, I am gonna bring forth a bolt of lightning and cast Guiding Bolt on Snake 1.
Alright. Make it so. That will hit. So this bolt of radiant energy, shaped like lightning, does 10 points of damage. Nice.
And then next attack gets advantage.
Alright, and your bonus action.
My spiritual weapon shall turn into a swarm of narwhals.
It can turn into one narwhal. One small narwhal.
It's just a tiny swarm, not like just. It's the same size as it normally would be. It's just a bunch of tiny narwhals.
Go for it. Because it
And
still
that's
does
gonna go.
force damage.
Yeah.
Hey, it hits. With a
I have found its new force. Boom.
Alright, for 4 points of damage. It is hurting. It is really, really hurting. Alright, anything else?
No.
So,
Shit.
this constrictor is going to attempt to constrict Carolus. But Carolus is just too quick for it and pounces out of its grasp. The second one, I must actually just reread this. Does it do this damage on every turn?
I don't think so. I think it's only with the initial grapple.
Yeah, so then it means he has to make a bite attack against Kaj. And he gets advantage on it, so 25 to hit. Definitely does. As he attempts to eat Kaj. Kaj is dying. He's unconscious. You see that the potion bottle that he had gripped in his hand rolls to the ground next to you, Carolus. And that ends this thing's turn. Bims.
Bims is still cool, hey? So he's gonna just pull back. Like, yeah, you guys got this. But actually, you know what? He can be a homie and pour some of that lovely liquid into Cyan's mouth. I think that might be helpful. And then fly back to where he is.
Phrasing.
Okay, so he's using one of the potions of healing.
Yes.
Alright, so I will not move him, so roll the healing thing. Do you have it in your inventory?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Actions.
Nice, thanks, little guy.
And just remember to remove it from your inventory as well. Not bad. 8 points of healing. You feel much better after this, like, pseudo dragon, like, just shoves this potion bottle into your mouth like you're a baby, and just like drink up. And then you hear this voice in your head, and then he flies away.
Sure. Okay, alright.
Alright, so that is Bim's turn. Carolus. The snake right next to you is glowing. You have advantage on attacks against it.
Is that the one with full health?
That mostly full health, yes.
And the one that's eating the lizard man, it's like almost dead.
Yeah.
Can I whack it even though it's so far away? Well, it looks
Well,
far
it's
away.
currently constricting Koj, so it's actually sharing that space, sort of. So I will say yes, you can hit snake number 2 if you wanted to.
Okay. Can I smack it with a big stick?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna two-handedly smack the constrictor with the quarterstaff.
Okay, so that's number 2, eh?
Yes.
Cool. You hit. Roll your damage. So you find some other sensitive spot on this thing's head, and you whack it, and it just crumples, and Koj's body spills out from its coiled length. Anything else you want to do?
And with my bonus action, can I pick up the big healing potion?
Your dex is pretty high. Sure, I'll allow it.
Okay.
You've got it in your hand.
Okay, that's the end of my turn. 'Cause it's an action to drink, so.
Correct. So hit
So I'm standing there with a stick and a potion.
and a bottle. Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, hit the dragon, and we come to Cyan. So Cyan, standing next to the Devourer's corpse.
Okay, I think Can I run over, like, on top of Kaj's body to, like, just not let the snake have a go at him?
He's there.
Like that.
Oh.
You mean the other snake? Yeah, sure, you can try
Yeah.
and, like, protectively huddle in front
Yeah.
of him.
So I'm gonna go up in front of him, and then I'm gonna smash down on this snake with my mace.
Go for it.
Stand on Kaj's head. And then...
No.
Just that one soft spot from the bite just caves in.
Alright, fuck.
Alright, that is 14 to hit, will actually hit.
Oh my word, okay.
So you can roll your damage onto him.
Oh wait, what are those? What is this? There we go.
What did you do?
I just rolled my damage die, and then
What the?
No, you rolled your attack again. But it's fine because it used the advantage, so you've hit. So now the damage die is the one to the right of that.
Oh shucks, okay. Onto wounded. There we go. Dang.
For 3 points of damage. Kaplank.
Okay, and then I think I have I can use my Shield of Faith as a reaction, right? It's a bonus action.
Yeah, if you're casting the spell.
Yeah, I can
Yep.
cast it again.
Yep.
So I'm gonna cast it on Corollas next to me.
Alright, so you can drag the effect onto Corollas.
Oh, awesome.
You could just leave that concentration effect, duration.
Let's say that's an hour or something.
Yeah, it's quite long. 100 turns.
10 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes.
So Xerxes. There's still one live stake.
Cool. I'm going to.
Oh, wait, I think my advantage comes off of the attack, eh?
Yes, it has already been taken off.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Alright, that hits with your chromatic orb. What kind of damage are you doing? What flavor ice cream?
Oh, so the Glacier's gonna like this one. It's fire.
Nice. So hissing and spitting, this orb of fire hits the snake and does 12 points of damage. Very nice. It is not looking very good, but it's still got some fight in it.
Can I run up and kick it?
No.
Okay.
You can run up to it, but you just can't kick it.
Can I fly above it and then just pull my wings in and just land on it on the top?
You'll take falling damage
Dive
too.
bomb it. It's fine. Can I dive bomb it?
Are you serious? Do you seriously want to do this?
Yeah, from it's like 10 feet.
Yeah, it's
15
1d6
feet. Then kill
damage.
me.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm just gonna dive bomb onto the snake.
So you're just using yourself as a projectile?
Yes.
Improvised weapon. So,
Strange.
yeah. You move yourself next to the snake and roll a d6 for me. And then you and the snake will both take their damage. 1 point of damage!
Yeah, suck it, snake.
Only in D&D, folks. Only in D&D. Okay, will that end your turn?
Yeah, that's it from me.
Alright.
Welcome. Thanks for coming to my TED talk.
You're gonna hit the dragon. There we go. Siren. What are you doing, Madam Bard?
I'll just shoot it because my ideas won't work. So here's.
Shoots it.
I don't shoot.
Damn it. So your crossbow bolt just flies wide. You are
The
very
croc-
intimidated by the snake.
This croc twitched and I jumped.
Yeah, it's like
But,
that last death fart escaping.
Oh god, the fur puffs out. Like,
Anything else you want to do? Anything for bonus action? Movement?
let's inspire the monk again.
Alright. And how do you inspire the monk?
That's a good question.
I imagine something like Samuel L. Jackson on Snakes on a Plane.
Oh,
I've had it up to here with these motherfucking snakes!
yeah.
Alright.
Turn it into shoes.
Oh, yeah.
So hit your bardic inspiration. You are inspired, Corollas. 1,000 Teeth is venomous dead, which brings us to Beirut. Still in the trees.
Yep. And yep. Oh,
It hits.
Barely.
It still hits. A hit is a hit is a hit. And this arrow comes flying between Cyan and Corollas and does 11 points of damage to the snake, taking it. Alright.
And then I will move 2, 3, 4.
You're in the water now. So half speed.
Yeah. No, I'm busy working out where I can move to. I think I can get you there. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So I'll move there.
Cool. Alright, and that's that end your turn. Okay, so Kaj is going to make a death saving throw. Ooh, he got a 2. He has 1 failure.
At least it's not a 1.
Yep, at least it's not a 1. Observer, the spirit realm, is still watching, which brings us to Carcarius. Sorry guys, I know we're going a little bit over time here, but we are almost finished.
Would I be able to get here with full movement if I have to cross the stream?
Yeah, you can. It's not very wide. It's only 5 feet wide there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you'd be able to
Okay,
get there.
cool. Why is it always not... Cool. So I've got the short sword out, and then this is gonna move to that side, and then dual attack. While I slice the spiritual weapon, stabs him with a bunch of tiny knolls.
Okay, go for it.
Nope.
Nope. That misses, unfortunately, with the sword.
Yeah, I don't get advantage on this. So
No. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
he is not flanked.
okay, well, knolls do your work.
Nope.
Nope.
That's a natural one.
Yeah. You're gonna have to relook at those guys again.
Next. Alright. So that brings us to the constrictor. The constrictor who failed to constrict. Now he's got a choice of 3 yummy targets in front of him. Actually 4, because there's a tiefling lying on top of him. So 1 or 2 is a Xerxes, 3 or 4 is a Cyan, 5 or 6 is Carolus, and 7 or 8 is...
Can I
Cock
taunt
carriers.
it to make it go for me?
Nope.
Damn.
On your turn you could have. So, what did I say? 5 and 6 is Carolus. So, Carolus, it's going to attempt to bite you. Oh, come on now. Why is it doing this? There we go.
I'm gonna
Damn
attempt
it.
to not let it bite me. Yes.
It fails. It's like, it does hit you, but its strike doesn't actually harm you, as you are protected by this divine shield. This divine magic cast by your buddy, Cyan. Your buddy of death.
Hospital be praised.
Which brings us to Bims.
Yeah, I think Ben's is just gonna chill. I don't think he's gonna do anything.
Bims is gonna say to you, Xerxes, why did you fall on the snake? I thought you were smart.
I felt like doing something different for once. It looked fun.
Thinking outside of the box.
Yeah, you got it.
Carolus, it is your
Okay,
turn.
I'm gonna try and smack it two-handed with my quarterstaff.
And don't forget you do have inspiration.
Yeah.
That hits.
Oh, okay.
To roll your damage.
Does it
with
show
14.
it?
Yeah, they're pretty big snakes. They're pretty easy to hit. Ooh, nice. 10 points of damage.
I beg to differ.
But you gotta be close up. You see, that's the key.
No.
Anything
Okay,
else?
I'm gonna use my last key point
Alright.
and kick it.
Kick it in the shins. Wait, snakes don't have shins. It hits.
Kick it in
says
the ribs. It has lots of them.
You can't miss. 7 points of damage. Nice. Yeah, it is really not looking good. Really. That's another hit. 13. For 4 points of damage.
Oh,
That's so close.
okay. Yes. So end of my turn.
Cool.
I'm still standing with the potion in my hand.
Oh, actually, no, you couldn't. You had to
Yeah.
drop the potion because you used your staff two-handed.
Yes, so it's now on the floor.
Yep.
Rolling towards the lizard.
You open. Cyan. What you doing, Byron? Are you muted?
I pick up the bottle and I look at it in my left hand with the shield like over my forearm, and I look at the mace in my right hand. I look between the two, and then I just smack it with my mace.
Go for
Smack
it.
the potion with the mace in your hand.
No, the snake. Very much so.
Yeah,
The
then it's
snake.
an area of effect heal.
Of course. Oh gosh.
That barely misses, but it does miss.
Yeah, there's nothing I could. Okay. Yeah, that's all I got.
Cool. Xerxes. Since you thought outside of the box, I need to now ask you to make a dexterity saving throw. To see how you roll off of this snake. Or if you can get yourself back into the air. Alright, you managed to do so. So,
Okay.
what would you like to do?
I think. Well, I'm on it, right? So I'm just gonna have to just try and stab it or something. Just try and hit it.
At this point, you could probably bite it and it will kill it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna stab it. Well, maybe move here, right?
All right.
and then just try and hit it with my quarterstaff.
Okay, go for it. With advantage. Which you are now officially flanking. Wow, that hits.
Very close.
Just kill it.
Hey!
Yay.
Hey.
And the snake is dead.
It's an odd scream for a snake.
You don't know these snakes in this place.
Time to count teeth.
I will humbly submit to you all that it is 10 o'clock. This has gone way over budget. And that we will handle the skinning and teeth pulling and recovery. To simplify things, I will say that you are able to stabilize Koj as well.
Yay.
Well, Cyan's standing right on top of him with the bloody potion.
Is he still unconscious?
He is still unconscious. So yeah, if you
Alright.
want to use the potion, you are welcome to. Or cast
Nah, I pocket the potion, and I'm gonna cast Aid.
Hey,
Yeah, it's my level 2
Okay.
spell.
So you pocket a potion of superior healing.
Nice. Okay, do I know it's that? I probably do.
I'll say as a cleric, you should be fairly familiar with it. Yeah.
Okay, dope. So I pocket that. I'll add that into my inventory now.
It's already in it.
Oh, dope. Thank you. Okay, so how do I click on the people I want to use this on, right? Control click.
You're
Yeah.
using aid. Bolsters your allies. I don't think that's the spell you want to use. Because that increases hit point maximum, and current hit points increase by 5 for the
So if you said-
duration. So if you said 0, you'll get 5. But
Yeah.
then as soon as the spell ends in 8 hours...
Don't heal
No,
it
no,
in
it's fine.
8 hours.
Like,
You
we'll
just
have-
drop
I'm sure
dead
we'll-
again.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I'm not going to overthink it. I'll say everybody's got it because in 8 hours time, I'm fairly certain you guys are going to rest up a bit.
Yeah, alright, so let me give it to these people.
Stay away from the trees.
And then Aid. Do I just throw it in the chat? I think I do.
Yeah. Cool. So everybody who he selected has got some extra HP. So it's Siren, Carolus, and Koj. His eyes flutter open and he says, "Did we win?"
No, we all died. We're in heaven now.
This is
Whatever.
hell. And I laugh and I pat him on the back and I say, "You did great. You did great. Osprey protected us."
Yeah, sure. Awesome.
He's like sort of blanks out at the ostrum, and he says,
I'll walk up to him.
"All good," and he just like passes out again. Yeah, you walk
Yeah.
up to.
That's me.
Oh, I was going to say I'll walk up to him, but if he's passed out again, it's fine.
All right.
In the back of my mind, when science speaks, I'm just thinking, yeah, because it was Ostrom's magic that healed you, right?
Yeah, no, I think the sign is like none the wear.
The
Oh,
good news is,
that was Kokaris's thought in the back of his head when you mentioned Ostrom's magic.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I'm not going to award all the hides and things. We'll do all of that stuff next week. So just making a note of that. Hides, rests next week, so I don't forget. But I will tell you this: you have been awarded some more XP.
Yeah.
Quite a hefty amount of it as well.
Enough for a leveling.
And don't forget, you need to bring the head back as proof of your what's her name? I'm actually gonna write your hides and head. Cool. Thank you very much, everybody in chat and it as well, and for my players for playing, and thank you very much to Fantasy Grounds and to Sirenscape. Because epic games need epic sound. Come back next week and join the butchery episode, Because that's basically what it's going to be. That's butchery and diplomacy. I think that's what the official title will be when we eventually get these videos uploaded to YouTube as well. Alright. Everybody stay safe. I'm going to shut down the stream now. Cheers.